beautiful, heartwarming story. But man, this one could have ended tragically. What's up? It's your boy Centron. Come back to another news video. Well, today we have a bit of a story we're gonna look at. So, man meets beast in unexpected encounter, but one that ended peacefully for both sides. So there's this guy. He sets traps for animals that bother and pester the local farmers in his community and area. So he's trying to catch like foxes, coyotes, and I think smaller pests out there who are killing chickens and just wreaking havoc in the local area. But he happens to catch a wolf, and a rare protected breed at that. So he can get in some legal trouble issues here if he were to, just haphazardly put the beast down. And he just tries to figure out a way how to get this animal out of the trap. But it's not like you can talk to it or explain it to a comment. Hey, I'm just here to help, buddy. A wild animal is a wild animal, and always, always, always exercise caution if you come across these lovely, majestic creatures out in the wild. We're technically in their environment, and we're definitely in their world. So don't act haphazardly. Always remember, this is not your pet. It's not a domesticated animal. This is an animal that has been raised in nature, and it has the instincts of such an animal. It will likely see you as a threat, and it's not going to bargain with you or, like your pet, show you mercy or leniency when dealing with it. It's probably going to attack and lash out. And especially this animal, this wolf, was cornered and injured. So the paw was injured, and he was just trying to help it out to escape. But the animal, of course, doesn't know that. It's not experienced in dealing with humans, and yeah, it's going to perceive you as a threat. So he was luckily with a group, his family. So 3 gentlemen out there. But like I said, they're dealing with the issue of how to free this beast without harming it, and also without bringing harm upon themselves. So, trying to game plan and think of strategies, and he comes up with one. So he requests something of his father or father-in-law. We'll go with father for this story. And he's like, "Well, are you sure?" He's questioning his protective instinct, because he's like, he knows that this guy loves wolves. He's enamored with them. And he's thinking, like, in the back of his mind, okay, this guy better not try to be foolish and try to touch this animal. But he's trusting his judgment. He gives him the materials that he needs. And it turns out he wants a board so that he can try to wall himself off while he's trying to, reach around. I'm like, oh, that's just scary. But reach around to free the animal from having his paw ensnared. So he happens to get the board, and he's inching along. He's like thinking, it's like, and that they've got their guns at the ready, ready to, shoot off, fire some shots. I don't know if that would scare them. You don't know in these type of situations. This is just unpredicted, and you can't simulate this because it's an animal that is gonna behave, not off of predictive behavior, but just off of some subset of moves. But you don't know, given the variables, how they're going to approach, or if they're going to attack, or if they're going to withdraw. But the animal doesn't seem to be like rabid, doesn't seem to have a disease, and check them out, give them an eye test, and check some things. Seems to be okay in that way, and also seems to be kind of mostly calm. But of course, upon approaching and getting near, he just goes into, protective mode, self-protective mode, because it doesn't know what business these beings, these humans have to do with me, to do with him. But he does get the board out and approaches and puts it down, frees the animal, and it's crazy. The animal's just calm, and just like for me, I'd be like considering so many variables. I don't know if I would have thought of this one, but animals disoriented or whatever, but makes it its way out of there. And then this is the scary thing. They are descended upon by a pack of this animal's buddies, and most likely family, friends. So they didn't even notice that these other wolves were watching them the whole entire time. So if they had acted rashly, they would have descended upon them, and two guys with guns against full-size wolves would not have been able, most likely, to take these animals down. They would have been ripped to shreds. So the moral of this story is to always act under control. Do good. And, just don't do more than necessary. Don't act rashly. Use and exercise caution, extreme judgment when you come across situations. Let's just say they, acted wildly, treated the animal roughly. Those wolves would have attacked them. So smartly, they just freed the animal. Didn't try to do anything extra, but sent them on it. Sent it on its way, and they were rewarded with keeping their freaking lives. But they realized, the animal. I mean, like them dealing with the animal in the way they did was a saving grace for them. And they didn't try to, follow up and touch. But the wolf did give a tip of the cap, got a little bit of a distance away, looked back at him, he looked at it. It was just like a, unspoken gesture that, hey, thank you, I appreciate you. A moment between, two different species, where that animal realized, hey, you helped me out, you saved me, I appreciate. At least I can sort of express that to you here. But and went on and joined this family and disappeared into the brush. But man, they had a close brush with death. And the scary part is they didn't even know it. They were completely unaware. But luckily for them, they showed kindness, and in turn, they were showed kindness, able to go home to their families complete and whole. And that's our story for today, man. Just quite interesting. Anyone saying lifestyles, if you want to check it out. I'm a big animal lover, but that would be a nightmare of mine. I'd probably freeze and not out of just, calmness. Or look maybe calm on the outside, but I'd be terrified on the inside. So, man, it's a dog eat dog world, but man, don't just let these wolves out here get you. All right, salute, stay safe out there, and don't be acting wild out there.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like.
Thanks for watching. Check me out at Centron Anime, Centron Life, or Centron Laughs. Or other social media.